From Studio 16 in the heart of Santa Monica, this is Santa Monica Weekly with your hosts, Chris Baelish and Veronica Castro.
Welcome to Santa Monica Weekly. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Baelish.
And I'm Veronica Castro. A super fun holiday tradition is now open once again in downtown Santa Monica.
Reporter Jackie Karsh laced up her skates for this year's grand opening of Ice at Santa Monica.
Our beachside community is about to get a little bit frostier as Ice at Santa Monica opens for its 9th year at 5th and Arizona. And at tonight's grand ceremony, the smiles are big, but the crowds are even bigger. A daring performance, and then residents flooded the ice. It was nearly 70 degrees outside, but all the coats and hats could have had you fooled.
Ice came together because there was a time 9 years ago when the Macerich Mall was being remodeled. And what happened is we created this ice rink, and we took a huge gamble because we had no idea if anyone would even come to skate. And here we are 9 years later, having created, I think, one of the most beloved community gathering places in Santa Monica.
It's just $15 for rentals and an all-day pass to glide and swirl about on the 8,000 square foot rink.
We've been coming here every year. I think this is our 4th year, and Sakura, she just loves to skate. So it's something it's daddy-daughter activity we do together every year. I grew up back east in Buffalo, so we did a lot of skating when we were kids, and she's just been coming here. She's never skated anywhere but here. We take lessons here too. So it's a great facility. It's inexpensive for lessons. It's good. It's great. We love it.
Tani, who are you with tonight?
I'm with my daughter Brooke and her friend Gemma.
Are you guys going to get on the ice skating rink?
Yeah!
Why do you love ice skating so much?
Because there's ice and you have to skate on it.
New to the ice? Well, you can learn to skate with an Olympian. World figure skating champ Randy Gardner runs a school of skating at Ice at Santa Monica. Randy Gardner is a world figure skating champion and a 2-time Olympian. Randy, why did you get involved in Ice at Santa Monica?
Well, I love skating outdoors. And 9 years ago when they first decided to put it in, I was like, I've got to be involved. So downtown Santa Monica brought me in to be consultant, and I have the Randy Gardner School of Skating. And it's just, where can you skate on the weekends at usually 70, 72 degrees in the morning? You can't beat it. So it's my home for the next 11 weeks. Who should be skating? Everybody. I think the whole community can skate. You know, we offer classes from the very first steps on the ice to up to the intermediate level, advanced, depending upon what you do. We have coaches that can cover all that. Everybody should come on to this ice.
All right, Randy, you going to teach me how to skate?
I totally am. Let's go.
Awesome.
And that's your safe spot, because if you go down, you're going to go down more cushioned.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Left arm front, whip the right arm. Turn, arms in, good, body up, good. Ta-da!
This winter wonderland will be open until January of 2016, and they say it never snows in Los Angeles. For Santa Monica Weekly, I'm Jackie Karsh.
Ice at Santa Monica is open 7 days a week through mid-January. Admission with skate rental is $15.
She really did well.
She really did. I can
thought
barely
she was
go
gonna
straight.
Fall. She spun around like that.
That was impressive.
Good job, Jackie. All right, well, if you want to start biking around town more, guess what? You don't even need your own bicycle. You just use the Breeze Bike Share. The Breeze Bike Share program has several test locations around town that have been up and running since the summer. The test went awesome, so construction is now underway on dozens of new bike hubs. The full 500 bike rollout is happening between now and the end of the year. For all the information on how to use the bikes and how much it costs, visit santamonicabikeshare.com.
And the Santa Monica Fire Department responds to thousands of medical calls each year, and now a special new response unit will make those runs.
Santa Monica Weekly photojournalist Landis Stokes checks out this new pilot program.
This is a pilot program. It's the RA, which is a rescue ambulance, which means that it has firefighters on it. RA2 was put into service November 1st as a pilot program to see if we could enhance our responses to community members, residents, and visitors to Santa Monica. We have 3 medical units for advanced life support or paramedics that are north of the Expo line. And by putting this rescue ambulance or RA into service, this will give us a third advanced life support unit also to the south.
Don't call me past the 909.
We want to be obviously.
Our idea is to be able to free up the fire engine to respond to other emergencies where the actual equipment on a fire engine might be needed. In lieu, we would be providing the emergency medical service and being able to follow up with the patient to the hospital without having to take the engine with us. It's in anticipation of just increasing call load. I've been working here for 6 years, and it has been increasingly busy every year that I've worked here. So with this increase in personnel, it's able to respond better to the increase in call load, as well as the train coming into town and the increase in tourism we expect from that.
And what we're really doing is studying the impacts of a two-person apparatus like this on what we're considering lower acuity calls. Those would be those calls still needing the call to 911, but not needing any advanced life support. So these two firefighter paramedics will then handle the call, often by themselves, and allowing and freeing up that engine to handle higher acuity type incidents. I think the most important thing that folks should remember about this is that the citizens and residents will see no negative impact from this program. In fact, in most cases, they're going to see an enhancement. Instead of 4 members from the Santa Monica Fire Department responding, we'll actually have 6 members there.
Have you heard of a new trend called time banking? It's catching on fast, and now it's right here in Santa Monica.
So we sent Santa Monica Weekly reporter Naibe Reynoso to interview the man behind it all.
An organization is connecting thousands of members of the community that exchange their skills for services that include dog walking, transportation, and even running errands. And it's all for free. It's called Our Time Bank, and Jim Tate discovered time banking when he retired as a business consultant. He became so passionate about the organization that he became one of its managers.
The way time banking works is that a member will have some skill or talent that they're willing to share with other members. Probably 100 different services that our members are offering to other members. So our member will have a need for something and they'll put it out as a request for service. Another member would see that service and maybe they'll have the talent or the skills to provide the service to the other member. In Santa Monica, the Repair Cafe is offering various repair stations. We have a repair station called Appliances and Electrical, as an example. And that station will fix lamps, toasters, vacuum cleaners, basically you name it. Could be appliances, could be jewelry, could be a number of things that they would like to have repaired, bicycles and the like.
In Santa Monica, many members have provided their skills at the city's repair cafes.
So basically we met Jim through the collaborating with the Repair Cafe. So Jim is the one that does all the legwork basically and organizing all the volunteer fixers, the people who actually fix the items at the events. You should see some of the happy faces that come out of the Repair Cafe after their jewelry or electronics just got fixed. The other benefit, of course, is collaboration, getting to know your community. And Santa Monica has a zero waste plan in place, and this just fits perfectly because it's teaching people that instead of throwing it away, you could actually fix the item and you could have the item for longer. You don't need to throw it away. That shouldn't be your initial, it should be, reduce and reuse and recycle, obviously. And this is better than recycling because it's still in your house. It's not going in the recycling bin. When we first started, it was about 15 volunteers, and now there's about 80. And a lot of those folks, it started from coming to the Repair Cafe and say, hey, how can I help? So it's just been a wonderful event overall.
The next Repair Cafe that Our Time Bank is holding in collaboration with the city of Santa Monica is December 12th at Camera Obscura. It's important to note that the goal of time banking is not just to exchange skills and services, but it's also to build community. For Santa Monica Weekly, I'm Naiba Reynoso.
And when we come back in just a bit, we're going to run down nearly a dozen fun and important activities and events happening in Santa Monica this holiday season. So get out your calendars.
And don't forget, a great way to stay informed about what's happening in our city is by following us on Twitter, #SantaMonicaWeekly. We'll be right back.
Care packages give hope while you're away fighting battles. But what happens when battles follow you home? JVS Veterans First helps returning soldiers transition to civilian life with services such as peer support, career counseling, and job training.
JVS Veterans First can help. Own your honor.
Visit jvsla.org for more information.
The Santa Monica Museum of Art. Take a closer look.
Hey Mom, yes I'm home. Saved you some dinner.
Plan now for a major earthquake. Contact the Santa Monica Office of Emergency Management. Don't be caught in the dark.
At the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Monica, we build long-lasting relationships with our kids.
Love. Friendships.
Support. Trust.
Learning.
I know. Fun.
All that and a lot more.
We're not just a club. We're family.
Great futures start here.
Santa Monica Weekly is your best source for all the fun and important things happening around town.
So let's talk about some upcoming events that you might want to check out, starting with those beautiful green bikes you're starting to see around town. For the past several months, the city has been conducting a test of the Breeze bike share system sponsored by Hulu with a limited number of bikes and stations. But this month is the big rollout, and November 12th is a free trial day. Soon, 500 bikes will be available at 75 hubs for residents and visitors alike. Be sure to download the app from Apple's App Store or from Google Play. For more information and to sign up, visit SantaMonicaBikeShare.com.
Well, during the holiday season, Woodlawn Cemetery in Santa Monica has a special tradition. They invite the community to come decorate their Tree of Life located in the mausoleum lobby. Ornaments are provided by the cemetery and can be personalized in memory of loved ones and then placed on the tree. This year it begins December 4th. Visit woodlawnsm.com for details.
And Santa Monica firefighters and police officers are getting in the holiday spirit by distributing good cheer and thousands of candy canes this holiday season. It's part of Santa Monica's 23rd annual Candy Cane Drive. The Jolly Crew will be making stops throughout the community on December 19th from about 10:30 in the morning to 3:45 in the afternoon. For more information, call the Santa Monica Police Department's Community Relations Unit at 310-458-8474.
Well, the Hack the Beach contest is underway, and the City of Santa Monica wants to keep the momentum going by hosting a Hack the Beach holiday happy hour on December 1st. Hack the Beach is designed to help technology and government team up to solve problems and make life easier for everyone. So the city organized Hack the Beach, the contest. The goal is to seek proposals for ideas, apps, processes, and any new technologies that will help improve life in the city. The finalists were announced November 3rd. Winners will be announced in January. Good luck to all the teams who submitted. We can't wait to see what they came up with.
That's right. And an excellent form of exercise for all ages is swimming. And luckily, Santa Monica has a world-class aquatic facility right on the Santa Monica College campus. And this year, the Santa Monica Swim Center will be getting a $1.3 million renovation. Unfortunately, that means the center will have to close for a few months starting on November 20th. But the good news is that when it reopens in February, it will be better than ever. You can read all about the project at SantaMonicaSwimCenter.org.
Well, Santa Monica families who think they might be eligible for the state of California's CalFresh food program can get some help applying for the program. CalFresh is a food subsidy program created to improve the nutrition of lower-income families through access to healthy foods. The City of Santa Monica has partnered with the Los Angeles County Department of Public Social Services to bring an outreach worker on site at Virginia Avenue Park. They will assist community members with applications for CalFresh every Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have questions about whether you might qualify for benefits or if you need help completing enrollment forms, you can make an appointment by calling 310-458-8688.
The holidays are almost here, and for many Santa Monica residents, that means house guests.
I'm going to have like 4.
Okay.
All over on the couch.
That's right, because family members usually come from colder climates who come here to enjoy the holidays soaking up the sunshine on the beach, but also sleeping on your couch.
Exactly.
Well, Santa Monica Travel and Tourism has just the answer to your house guest overload problem with its annual Extra Bedroom campaign. Santa Monica residents can book hotel rooms at deeply discounted rates from November 16th to January 22nd. Just use the words extra bedroom when booking rooms. Then you just show proof of your Santa Monica residency when visitors arrive for check-in. For more information on the program and a full list of this year's extra bedroom participants and rates, visit santamonica.com/extra bedroom.
Well, every December, the Santa Monica Pier Aquarium offers up a sea creature for adoption. They call it their Aquadoption program. This year, the lucky animal is the round stingray, your favorite. They're very cute. Aquadoption is actually better than a real adoption because the animal remains in the care of the aquarium staff. So you don't have to take the stingray home and try to feed it in your bathtub, Veronica.
Good idea.
Yes, right. Anyone who adopts a stingray will also get a 1-year membership to Heal the Bay, free admission to the aquarium for a year, and a plush toy version of the real animal. What a great holiday gift for the animal lover in your family. And it's more sustainable than a gift certificate to a sushi restaurant.
That's true.
Right. For all the details, visit healthebay.org or just stop by the aquarium on the pier.
You know, one of my favorite holiday programs to watch is the lighting ceremony of the giant Christmas tree at the Rockefeller Center.
Oh,
so cool. And did you know that in Santa Monica, there's also a tree lighting ceremony? It's part of the Winterlit series of holiday events in Santa Monica. The tree lighting happens outdoors on the Santa Monica Promenade. This year, the lighting ceremony takes place on Thursday, December 3rd at 6 p.m. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there. I'm not sure about Rudolph, but probably some elves.
Dasher, Dancer.
There you go. So you might want to check it out, along with crafts for the children, music, and other holiday fun. For a list of all of the Winterlit events, visit downtownsm.com.
Well, you can help brighten the holidays for hundreds of children in need by contributing to the Santa Monica Police Activities League's annual toy drive. Your donation will help ensure that no child is left empty-handed this holiday season. Contributions from both individuals and businesses are welcome from mid-November to December 12th. Donated gifts should be appropriate for ages 6 to 17. They will be presented at a special Police Activities League holiday workshop on December 14th. To contribute, visit smpal.org or just call 310-458-8988, and all gifts are tax deductible.
Coming up next, we'll have Delis Alejandro from St. Monica Catholic Community joining us in studio to answer your questions about homelessness in Santa Monica.
And don't forget, a great way to stay informed about everything happening in our city is to follow us on Twitter. Just use the hashtag Santa Monica Weekly. We'll be right back.
I thought I had everything under control. Then, one day, something happened. I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't know there was help until someone told me.
Providing access to justice, the Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles can help with domestic violence issues, eviction defense, government benefits, immigration, and other civil legal issues.
Who knows what gratitude means?
Nicholas? To be thankful.
Writing letters to our military is a great way to say thank you for their service.
Frisco! Somebody loves you.
Dear soldier, thank you for keeping me safe. You're my hero.
To donate or send a care package to America's heroes, visit OperationGratitude.com.
Riding a bicycle can seem like child's play.
But only if you're playing indoors.
Cars and bikes need to play together.
Play it safe. Ride by the rules.
Hey, share the road.
Discover 30 years of opera in Santa Monica. Discover the Verdi Chorus.
It's a wireless world out there. So be sure to stay connected with Santa Monica. Follow us on Twitter for the latest announcements. Receive instant updates on activities citywide. Like us on Facebook and join in on the conversation. Stay connected with your city. And don't miss a tweet.
And we have a special guest here in the studio with us today to talk about the upcoming 2016 homeless count and the issue of homelessness in Santa Monica.
Joining us now is Dallas Alejandro, Pastoral Associate at St. Monica Catholic Community. Welcome to Studio 16.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Dallas.
Thank you.
Let's start with why do we do a homeless count every year?
In order for municipalities and cities to receive federal funding, a homeless count then is mandated in those regions in your cities. And so that's the main reason why.
And this is nationally too, the city
nationally
of LA.
Nationally as well. Now Santa Monica, I believe since about 2008, has been doing it annually.
Okay, and tell us about St. Monica's participation in the count this year.
This is the third year where we have been asked to host the event. And so basically volunteers will gather from around the city at the parish, volunteers from all over the city, and then they'll receive some training and orientation, and then gather as teams and actually go into the city, different parts of the city, and count men and women who are living on our streets or perhaps in their cars.
Now, how many volunteers are needed to have a successful homeless count?
About 250 for Santa Monica, minimum. And I think last year, I believe we actually closed out. We had such interest in people wanting to participate. So it was right around 250.
And what's the date and time of this year's homeless count?
Well, I believe it is January 27th of 2016. People gather in about 10:30 at night, receive training and orientation. There's refreshments. There's even a raffle that happens, kind of to keep people up and going.
Yeah, that's great.
Somewhere around the midnight hour, then teams are gathered and put together and then given places of where to go, and they head out. Most of the teams return just about between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m.
And why is it done overnight like that?
Well, I think the idea is that you really then you see where people are living. Mm-hmm. By that point of night, most homeless individuals have picked a spot to go, and so that's what you're trying to find is where they are, so you could actually have a fair account.
St. Monica's does a lot for the homeless. Why does the parish feel it's your duty, in a way, to really help the homeless population of Santa Monica?
Well, first of all, being a Christian church, we have the mandate to serve those in need. We also advocate to make sure that people's basic needs of shelter and food are taken care of. So there's just the religious mandate. We also have a mandate from parishioners who want to have a direct contact and understanding and awareness of various issues in the city, including and particularly homelessness. As long as I've been at St. Monica's, which is 27 years, homelessness has been at the foreground. And so many of our programs and activities at St. Monica's, our local outreaches, tend to revolve around working with homeless.
Now, can you share how St. Monica interacts with the homeless?
Well, a lot of our programs right now are actually linked to agencies in the city. So, for instance, we actually prepare and serve meals at 3 transitional shelters a month. Go and prepare dinner. It's a way for people to have direct contact. Every 5 or 6 weeks, we have volunteers who go to the St. Robert Center Weekend Food Pantry. again, provide meals and maybe clothing to people who come in asking for help. I think it's the only food pantry on the weekend, so we have volunteers who go there. We do monthly food drives. Now, you know, of course, that food, it goes to food banks. Now, of course, a lot of that food goes to anybody. I mean, lots of people need help with food in the region, but a percentage are folks who are homeless. So those are some of the ways we help.
So one of the biggest volunteer homeless events that I have personally ever been to is the Thanksgiving dinner at St. Monica's. Tell us about that and how many people that you serve typically in a year there.
Well, we're getting ready for that now. We'll have our 36th annual dinner on Wednesday, November 25th. It's on the eve of Thanksgiving between 3 to 6 p.m. It's a big tradition of the parish. Basically, almost every organization, every grade in school, everybody has a task to provide for something for that event. It's not just a dinner. We do a home-cooked Thanksgiving dinner, kind of a traditional meal. And then afterwards, people are also invited to what we think is really a highlight for many people, which is a free clothing boutique. We prepare for 1,200 people. The last few years, we have, last year was 1,150. The year before that was about maybe 1,210. The year before that was just under 1,000. But we prepare for about 1,200 servings. Right now. That's what we try to do. And then any extra food goes out to local agencies. We'll send a lot of our extras down to the Mission District, downtown Skid Row area, where they do a lot of meals on Thanksgiving Day.
You know, like you've mentioned, there's so many ways to help with this problem in Santa Monica. But I have a question. Is it okay to give money to people that ask for it on the street, or, you know, to feed people in the parks?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different opinions about that. What do you think?
Well, I think, well, you know, people have to follow their conscience. And, you know, even myself, I mean, sometimes you'll see something, like if it's the middle of the night and you see someone in a corner, maybe they're really cold. You know, I could see being called to want to give them a covering, give them a hot cup of coffee. However, I think people need to sometimes, especially if you're in a regular effort, you need to kind of step back and think what could be, not the best way, but what could be another way to help people, alternative ways that can particularly help people more going into the future. You know, we have people even across the street from St. Monica's who want to feed people weekly. You know, that's a great desire. I understand that completely, being a person of faith myself. But if you multiply what it costs to do that weekly times 52 weeks a year, and you think about right now what people need is housing. You know, we have many agencies on the west side, greater part of Los Angeles, who are trying to literally house people. So it's not so much it's the only way, but one thing would be to step back and think about what could be a way to help people transition into the next step. Because the goal is to get people into housing, into shelter. And right now, not just Santa Monica, it's greater LA, and there's several places on the West Coast that have recently shared that they all have an emergency crisis with homelessness. There's just not enough places. And then when there is places, then what a lot of the agencies and city governments will try to do is to actually house people. So again, looking at your efforts, is what you're doing something that could help people going into the future, helping them actually eventually get housing and get back into, you know, the life maybe they really want to lead. So that's what I sometimes caution people to think about. All our programs at St. Monica's, feeding at shelters, even with the Thanksgiving dinner, we always have opportunities. Wherever we go, we link people to providers. And even with the Thanksgiving dinner, we will give people resources. We'll put it right into the bag. You know, they may not look at it, but the desire and goal is to help them into the next step.
Delis Alejandra, thank you so much for coming in, and thanks for all the great work that St. Monica does for the homeless and for our community.
Thank you.
All right.
And that's all the time that we have. Please join us again next time, and remember, you can also watch us on our YouTube channel and leave some feedback.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram for updates and information about all the interesting and fun things happening around town. We'll be back here for another edition of Santa Monica Weekly.